What is going on, everybody? You are watching the PWZ podcast. I am Rick Del Santo, joined here today by Showtime, Marcel Williams. We've got a lot to talk about. This is not going to be your ordinary Pro Wrestle Zone episode. This one's going to be a little bit different. But Marcel, how the hell are you today? Oh,
We're
I'm ready.
here. We
We
here.
are
May
here.
12th. We are here live, as it says. We're live, pal. No copyrights from PWS out here. I want no heat over here, but yeah, we are definitely live. We all the way live on May 12th, 2023. And I'm gonna let you tell the story first. But before we get to that story, I wanted to sit here and actually come on here and talk about how much a great event Backlash was. Because obviously we didn't talk about it, but it was a great event with all the glitz and glamour of it, and
Yeah.
some other weeks of wrestling, and maybe bigger announcements down the line from AEW as a whole. But we'll get there. But we had a roadblock earlier on this week, did we?
We did. Boy, did we ever. I see there are some people sitting here. If you guys want to, chime in, you can chat, say hello, or if, Tian Couponer is in the house, longtime
Okay, keep
fan
on it.
and friend of the show. Tian Couponer, I'm not sure if you heard us at the beginning of the show. This is going to be a little bit different. We will be talking some professional wrestling, but as Marcel stated, we do have there was a roadblock of sorts that's going to, uh, I guess, throw us off a little bit. We've had some issue with an individual. Actually, I don't have the issue. Well, now I do apparently because I'm an ass kisser,
Yeah,
according to
I
the thing.
guess.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
I'm just trying to figure
So,
that out.
should we start from the beginning as how this whole thing started, or
No, I'll let you give people the current events of what's going on, and then I give you what led to this in the first place.
well,
Because if I say what I gotta say, it's gonna be long and real, like entertaining. Man, it's not just entertaining just for Marcel Williams himself. I just don't. I'm just gonna tell it like it is because some people like to be keyboard warriors. Like I
Well, that's
said,
what I'm saying here because okay, well, I'll just say, should I say the name or should I just say continue calling him the individual?
the individual.
The
I don't
individual.
even
We
want to give
haven't.
him his 15 minutes of fame.
Yeah,
Individual.
that's all he wants. But someone, Marcel, um, uh, does not get along with a certain individual. The individual, I should say. And it's actually not at Marcel's fault. It's at the gentleman's fault because he's a complete freaking moron. So he likes to go and type away on Facebook and social media, talking not so nice things about how for the last 3 years, how Marcel has screwed him for on a booking, which I will tell you. Well, I guess I'm telling the story without even realizing it, but that is completely untrue, and we'll get to the actual nitty gritty and the dirt and the actual story of that. So, but he is, literally loves to go online and continue 3 years later about this situation. And uh, so it's just gotten to be a little bit too much because he started just going off. And then I tried to have a civil conversation with this individual saying, listen, man, it's been a little bit too long. You've been going on for 3 years about this. It's over. It's done with. You've worked for other companies. Um, uh, what else was I going to say? And obviously, there's a reason why they're not bringing you there. There was
Absolutely.
continued issues, and trust me, since this whole thing has come out, I have talked to several other individuals, and there is a lot more. So, sir, if you are actually watching this show, you're more than welcome to join. I will send you the link to connect, and you could uh, instead of typing away, you could still hide behind your keyboard or through a camera and type it all out if you'd like. So from there, saying he all of a sudden claims that I'm kissing ass as well. And I believe that a post that came around today, I believe that we are being threatened. That's just what I'm saying here. So, Marcel, where do we go from here on this? There's so much that can unfold that we could take up a whole hour doing this.
We can. This is
Yes.
ridiculous. All right, so I'm just gonna say what I gotta say because this is a waste of time. This is a waste of my life's time, basically. So this guy that I shall not be named, this guy,
The individual.
the individual. So I'm just gonna start from the beginning. I usually don't say this. I never want to say this on here. We usually have little crumbs that get thrown on the table that what I used to do. So I used to book for PAPW from fall of 2019 to June 2022. And I never came on here to actually say that, but I did book for the promotion and I had my experimental time of booking. Now, before we even get into this, first of all, one, this individual been acting up way before I was even booking. There's been other things where he does things, and there's been other talent that just want to punch him in the face because he just don't want to listen. So I'm just gonna put it like that because this dude don't know how to be a manager because supposedly he feels like he's not man enough to sit here and be like, oh well, I'm gonna take a punch and fall down. Mind you, he's a little like little like this fucking pin right here. You know what I'm saying? So basically, if you knock this dude out, he's gonna fall like a whole thing of glass, basically. So this dude really think that he's really gonna take his punch from. I'm just gonna say the name Hakim. He think he gonna take a fucking punch from Hakim and think, oh well, if I fall or anything, that I'm not man enough to take it. So basically, I don't look strong enough. Basically, like that. Think about that. You know what I'm saying? So before that, there's other things that he has done before I even started booking. But this whole issue started because as a business person, when I was booking, I'm trying to promote a pay per view, an I pay per view for PAPW. Now, mind you, we are going through this with the pandemic. So I'm just going to put our secrets out here. During that whole time I was booking, I'm just gonna put it out here because I never sat here and legit said it online. I actually did produce the Big Jim versus Bull Dread empty street last man standing match. I did produce that. And that was the funnest time of my time of booking because that was something different. You get what I'm saying? But I also had negatives. I
Mhm.
had negatives with a certain amount of people that I didn't agree with, but it was all business because my job as me booking through that time was trying to make the promotion stand out. Try to make the promotion be where NEW was, well, is, and other promotions going forward on social media being talked about. That was my job. But when you trying to sell an I pay per view and it's pre taped, but you want to get mad because you're a manager and you got your own team that already knew that this I pay per view was going to be recorded, and they never contacted you. They didn't even let you know what the date that was happening. You sit here and go in business for yourself and say, "Oh, well, basically this pay per view already been recorded, and fuck whoever is involved or whatever, this and that and that." That's exactly what you did. So basically, I'm in a bind because now I'm sitting here telling these fans that basically this is live, but it's not live. It's actually pre-taped. So basically, you're trying to fuck over the company and go in business for yourself. That's exactly what you're trying to do. And if people in the comment section can agree with me or disagree with me, you could tell me. I don't care. But to me, as a businessman, I feel like you went in business for yourself and you said, fuck the company. Oh, I didn't get what I want. So fuck the company. They pre taped it. So yada, yada, yada. That's exactly what you did. And you did it online. It's online. All you got to do is check his history. Is on it. But instead of you being a man and venting online and doing all that stuff, all you had to do was sit here and talk to me. You didn't do all that. But I'm gonna rewind all the way back to the past because we've been through this already. I'm sure people in the comment section that been on Facebook when PAPW had the autism incident, and they sat here and they got basically robbed from this guy or whatever. This dude went online and went into business for himself again, and sat here and threatened the guy online, talking mucho shit and doing all this other stuff. And he already was warned before by Paul Roma. So before he even got to me, it was already warned to him to stop doing this nonsense. But he did it again. And then when I say here and tell you I no longer need your services, and I did thank you for your service because the people that decided to work under me when I was booking PAPW, listen, I respect it. I appreciate your service. And I will never disrespect you. I got respect for you because you sat here and put your body on line for me to provide for the fans and their entertainment. That's how I feel. And I at least gave you that. But I did tell you that I do not need your services no more because you've been warned before. And I'm a person that don't take no shit. Like, listen, it's either you gonna do the job or you're not. You're not. Or you just gonna sit here and act right like you're supposed to. You can do whatever you want on social media. Yeah, I don't care. That's your social media. That's your account. You do whatever you want. But you're not gonna sit here and go a business for yourself and try to fuck over every person that's decided to come down and work for that event and bust their ass for that event. That's how I feel. So ever since then, you've been jumping online, talking mucho shit, and doing whatever you have to do to trash me, say my real name. I don't give a fuck. I don't. I have been to Massachusetts 3 times for 3 events since this shit happened, and you haven't showed up. And nor do I give a fuck whether you show up or not. Can you show up? I'm not even gonna say it online because truthfully, people take threats lightly in this world right now. I don't want to get canceled, but I'm just gonna put it like this: I'm not, I don't got no time for these kid games. If you understand where I'm coming from, Rick, I don't. I got a whole lot of things going on in my life. You get what I'm saying? So it's like I'm not gonna play these little kid games with this keyboard warrior here. He's a keyboard warrior, and then you got another person that want to agree over here, and I'm not even gonna say no names about this one. All I gotta say is the Andre the Giant groupie. If I say that one time, you will understand where I'm coming from. That sit here and want to sneak in the locker room and look at young men that's way younger than her, half naked, and don't even sit here and ask for permission to help out. Just want to come in the locker room. This is the shit that I be talking about. All these people want to sit here and come out online and try to trash me. But listen, I be respectful and shit, but you don't sit here and come online and try to disrespect me and try to make me look like I'm a fucking ass. Because I be respectful to everybody. And when it comes down to fucking business, it's business. When you run a business, then you understand where I come from. But that's all I'm gonna say. That's all I'm gonna keep it to. I'm the one, like I said, I'm the one that sat here. My guy, Frogman. Yeah, she is a Harry Potter. She look like a Harry Potter lady. But it's just the fact is like I like coming on here at PWC to talk about professional wrestling. I like talking about WWE, AEW. If we talk about the indies, we talk about the indies. But I'm not gonna sit here and waste my time talking about the individual. Like I said, he threw a little bit of threat online. He put his little poster board up there. But like I said, you can show up wherever you want to show up. I'm advertised on each poster. So I don't give a fuck. I don't care. I understand we probably get banned off of YouTube or whatever. I don't give a shit. Cause now like I'm tired. Like don't sit here and be a keyboard warrior and just continue talking shit. Like Rick said, this shit done happened legit 3 years ago.
Like I done had tons of things happen to me in 3 years, so I could care less of what goes on. I sometimes keep in touch with certain performers because I do, like I said, I appreciate every one of the performers that actually sat here and worked with me through that time. But you're not gonna disrespect me and try to say, "Oh well, I'm an asshole and I fucked up your life and all this other shit." First of all, this is not WWE. It's not AEW. This is PAPW. And nothing against the company. I'm not gonna shit on the company or any other company. But like, you act like I sat here and fucked up like a whole contract for you. Like, I don't understand it. I take your input as well, right? Because I kind of feel like I'm alone here, but this dude is legit wasting everybody time.
Literally, the guy has come off as a lunatic, just rambling, and he's some of the things that he's said on the on social media have come off that could be considered racist as well. So I'm just like, this dude is literally, just going crazy, and this shit has got to stop because like I said, I tried to be a voice of reason. Said, listen, dude, this shit was 3 years ago. You just need to calm down. And it's like you said, it's nothing against Paradise Island because they're a great company. It's he's acting like he just got future endeavored from WWE. Like,
bam,
for
there we go.
$1 million.
Hey, wait, before you say that, can you put this comment up of Fogman right here? I'm glad that's one of the issues right there. Before I started booking, this comment right here. Press that
This
button to put it
oh
right
well,
up.
yes. All right, so I'm going to talk
Hey,
about this. I didn't get a chance to bring that up yet.
thank you.
Yep. Yes. So this is something that I've heard as well in the locker room. This gentleman would follow the lady mentioned in the comment around wearing mini skirt. Not to mention there'd be other women that he would creep around that were involved in the shows as well. This is what I've heard. I'm sure Marcel, you can probably confirm that with me.
Oh, that's automatically
because
confirmed.
yeah,
Listen, I sit in the locker room. I mind my business. I keep to myself. I'm cool with people. Like I talk to people. But the thing is, I do see stuff. I don't. It just.
So if you're watching the live feed, pushing his wife out of the way so he can get a hot dog. So yeah, I've heard that he's just.
Hold on for a second. Fuck, yo. All right. I'm sorry. I didn't see that, but Jesus.
All right.
Yo, fuck yeah.
A Fogman right here saying it's 100% true. So,
oh shit, yo.
like I said, I tried to be the voice of reason with this guy, because I saw his just like message over and over and over. He's just going insane. This literally just seemed to come out of nowhere. Like I don't know if there was an incident
it's random
that like reminded him of the subject. Like, oh god, I fucking hate myself. I'm gonna tell you that I worked a show with this guy in Massachusetts. I acted completely professional. Okay, I walked up to him. This is definitely a shoot. This is 100% real.
It's automatic
okay,
shoot.
None of this is a work. This is
100%
100% legit. We are not. This is not part of a storyline. This is nothing. But as I was saying, I worked a show up with him in Massachusetts, and I walked up to him. I acted completely professional because I had deleted him from Facebook because all he kept doing was messaging me talking shit about Larry. All right. So, and I was just like, I had enough of this shit. Hello, Ray. Thank you for tuning in. Enjoy the show. This is a different one. So. So, um, so like I said, I shook his hand. And then it was as soon as all the guys that came out of the PAPW school started walking up and walking in, this dude got nervous, started pacing back and forth nervously, and then somebody else had to try to calm him down. And the only thing he's like, "Oh, I can't believe I just got fucked from PAPW," and this was going on like all before the show, It was just utterly ridiculous. That was only late last year.
Yeah. And I thought, like I said, I thought I was done with the situation because, like I said, I mean, it's so much stuff that went on between. Because the first time I seen messages like that, it popped up. My father was in the hospital, so I'm sitting there. I'm like, wait, somebody sent me a Bing. I was like, hold on. Like I looked, and I seen like the whole message of what he said the first time. That was years ago. I'm sitting here like this dude right here. Like I don't got no time. I don't. Like if you and this was like before I had the booking in mass. So I was like, okay, well, if I got a booking in mass, if he really about it, like he could just pop on up and we could either talk or bump. I don't care. Then I did the 3 shows, and then like, come on. And like this dude said, the dude should be praised at PAPW using him. Like the dude sat here and like I said, before I even started booking, he was already red flagged. You get what I'm saying? I was just the last person on the fucking chopping block just to be like, yo, listen, I'm done. You know what I'm saying? I was man enough to do it. I'm just gonna say it right here. I was a man enough to do it. I don't listen. You don't do that. You don't do that. You don't sit here and be like, oh well, fuck the company. They pre-recorded this and whatever. Like you don't do that. I wouldn't do that to any other company, whether they use me or not. I don't care. Like it's just you don't do that. It's about business. And like here, this is business. Like we're friends.
Yep.
We talk behind the scenes, but this
Mhm.
is business. I'm not going to sit here and get mad because you're doing interviews with wrestlers or independent wrestlers without me. No, it's your thing. I respect it. You're doing what's best for PWZ. You get what I'm saying? I got different schedules. You got different schedules. I don't sit here and be like, oh, well, he sat here and had a whole interview with Jack Rougeau and never contact me, which you did. But I told you I'm not available. You know what I'm saying? I'm not going to get mad. I'm not going to sit here and say, well, fuck the podcast and all this other shit because I get business. Business still moves on. When we dead and gone and buried, every business move on. You get what I'm saying? So for you to sit here and try to talk all this shit, even though, like you said, he was at another promotion after the fact and got kicked out of that promotion for being a creep. Like it's not like it's just me. And just like Fogman said, before that, in other areas, he got kicked out because of drama. So I'm not the only one. Maybe if you want to call this a racist thing, because any other promotion he didn't talk shit about. But I don't give a. I mean, truthfully, I don't care. Like you want to sit here and talk shit, you can talk shit. Like it is what it is. When you see me, it's gonna be a different story. I don't care. Like I said, I showed up in Massachusetts many times, and I'm on posters. You can do what you need to do. If you want to sit here and press all these damn keyboards and shit and do these long essays on this fucking Facebook thing and run out of characters to run out to type, like I don't care, dude. But if you want to throw threats around, throw threats around. Don't throw no threats around and try to think, oh well, it's okay because now I don't want that. Oh well, I'm gonna shake hands. I'm sorry, brother. I don't want to hear that shit. I don't.
We got this coming up on the screen here. This, if you guys can all read this, continue, Marcel, and people can read this. Oh shit, the individual's name's right there. Oops.
I guess you guys suppose.
So there is nothing but drama
live,
with this
pal.
guy. We're live, pal. There's nothing but drama with this individual, as Fogman said. So yeah, and not for nothing. I told him I tried to be their voice of reason tomorrow night at the Paradise Alley facility. I invited him down. I said, "Listen, I will pay your $20 to get in. Me, you, and Marcel can sit down and actually have a conversation. I'm not going to throw any kind of fist. We can have an adult conversation." And he wanted no part of it.
There
He
we
wanted
go.
absolutely no part of it. I just tried to have an adult conversation with him, invite him down to the show, and I offered to pay for his ticket so he can come down so we can talk.
There we go. So
He won't do it.
that's his. Let me look up here. That's his 25 minutes of fame that
Yep.
he had on PWZ here, and that's all I should give him because at the end of the day, like I said, I live with my life not worrying about a thing, so I really don't worry about him. I don't got no time for the bullshit.
Oh, and Leo Connors is here. Leo, thank you for tuning in, my friend. Great to see you here. Thank you. Leo hosts the show. Crap, what was it? I forgot. I'm sorry, Leo. I'm sorry. J Cal, what's happening, my friend? Thank you for tuning in. Thank you for tuning in. This is all 100% legit, by the way. Sorry, guys.
Yeah,
If we're taking your time.
it's 100% legit, and I wish I didn't want to bring it on here, but
Absolutely not.
obviously,
But this has gotten to be a little. The ring in other sports. Thank you, Leo. Sorry about that. I knew that. It's gotten to be a little bit too much that he's caused too much trouble, excuse me, online with Marcel and Paradise Alley as of late.
but you know what's going on, Guardian Chaos. Welcome in the chat,
GOC is in the house.
but it's just so hilarious. Yo. I laugh about it because it's like, yo, like it's just dumb.
Mm-hmm.
It's legit dumb. I don't like dumb. Not let me tell you about Marcel Williams. I never sat here and let y'all know because y'all only see me in the ring or whatever do these promos. I truly don't give a fuck. I don't. I don't got no time for the nonsense. Life is too short. I got kids that's growing up fast, making me look old. So I really don't got time for the nonsense. My parents getting old. Like it's just I really don't. I don't got no time for keyboard warriors. I don't got no time for the bullshit. I don't got no time for no attitude. If you got an attitude with me because I booked and you wasn't on the show because you sucked or because your gear sucked or because whatever it is, I mean, you get mad. When it comes down to business and when it comes down to whether it's Vince or Tony Khan bringing somebody in, it's about your presentation and your performance. That's exactly what it is. When it comes down to Mike Lombardi or let's just say Slick Wagner Brown, all these promoters that really be on Fight TV and do what they need to do, or IW the Wrestling Open, is about performance and presentation. And if you don't got that, then you won't make it. I was told that when I first started. And I started with some damn khaki shorts and a t-shirt. And I got told to sit here and wear gear and try to get in shape as much as you can to be present, the presentation gotta be strong to be able to be on TV, if you get what I'm saying.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So it's like
your ultimate goal in the wrestling business is to make it to television and making a full-time job.
There we go.
And obviously, this guy didn't have it, but I don't want to talk bad about them. I'm just telling what I know and the truth that's going on right now, and this has just become a little bit too much for us.
But,
I don't like to sit here and talk this kind of talk on the show.
I know
I mean, I had to keep it a very no, but I mean, it's gotten to the point where we've had to address it, okay, because it's just getting to be out of control.
It's ridiculous.
Yeah,
it's ridiculous. And then for somebody to sit here and root for him, and I appreciate all the people that
who's
sat
rooting
here.
for him?
No, I'm just saying. No,
I
appreciate. I appreciate all the people that in support reached out to me and see whether you're all right or anything like that.
and sharing what they need to share.
Hmm.
But there are certain people that did support what he says, and I'm just gonna call them dodo birds because like I don't really like I just don't understand. Like you got it's like somebody got the nerve to talk when you be like I said, you're living off your glory days of fucking Andre the Giant. And I really don't care whether I be on this podcast again. And Rick could tell me whether I'm done or not. Like I said, that's your glory days of fucking Andre the Giant. So for you to support this guy, if I ever see you again, I'm just gonna put you on blast for everybody. I don't give a fuck.
I haven't seen that person at a show in almost 2 years. The
And
second person.
wow, like I
Yeah.
said, at me, Showtime Marcel. Twitter, Instagram, Facebook. At me if you want. Don't care. Don't give a fuck. Don't. But I do appreciate the people that support and want to sit here and cancel this fucker. But I want to talk about some real shit. Now, that's my last curse word throughout this whole broadcast. Sorry. I apologize to y'all.
I don't believe it. I don't believe it.
I apologize because I try to keep it professional when I'm on this podcast, but I apologize for cursing on this podcast.
Nutrius X is here. Thank you, sir, for tuning in. There's a recent interview I did with Nutrius that came up recently, so I want everybody to go out and check it out. That's my buddy, man. Looking forward to seeing him on June 9th, West Haven, Connecticut, going up against Chris Battle.
My guy.
That's gonna be a good match there.
So
and look at this. No apologies needed, according to T and Couponer, and that's 100%
I
truth.
appreciate that. But still, you got what GOC says, the FCC, the censors and all those other people and cancel culture. I just want to apologize so we don't get banned off the air. You know what I'm saying? So, does having for events in Saturday actually help? You know what?
So, I'm gonna.
Wait. I know you got a rant too because we got a rant about that. Remember that rant from 2 weeks ago? But I will rant about this. Having 4 shows in the area is real messed up. I'm just gonna let your promoters know about that. Some of y'all need to really get on a certain page, for real, on the calendar and be like, listen, let's just spread this out a bit. I understand, like I said, it's a business, but it's also a community too. Like you can't sit here and I understand some workers want to do double shots and shit, but it's dangerous out here driving and all this other stuff, trying to rush from another show to get to another show just to do these 2 shots. So, like I said, I mean, try to get on a community boards about doing dates. You know what I'm saying? Because these 4 shows a day, 3 shows a day, it's just ridiculous. It's uncalled for.
Some of them book shows just to go up against the other company so that nobody shows up. Because obviously the bigger company is going to book a show to go up against a smaller company, and there's going to be less people, at the smaller show, the smaller company. You get my drift. And it's kind of it's insulting in a way, but it happens. And literally, a while back we went through, and how many companies did we agree upon that there was in the state? 6?
Yeah.
In state, right? Well, 5, I guess now. There's one of them shut down recently. So
yeah. Dang, it's been so much news since I haven't been on here for 2 weeks.
Yeah, we don't need to talk about that. We don't need to talk about that in the incidents.
Is it a feet fetish?
Yeah, that's exactly it. Yes. Needless to say, that footage is no longer available on my channel. I took it all down. So I didn't took it down. I took it all to private. If there's any individuals that are looking for their footage, I will definitely hand it over to them. But I don't want that company's footage out on my channel because I'm not. There's an incident in the area and with a certain promoter, and if you're watching, I don't care. That's on you, buddy. So. Which I know he did where subscribe to our channel at some point. But
and see, that's another thing too. I don't understand. When I booked between that time,
Yep.
Like it's business. I mean,
Mhm.
I'm already married anyway, but like
Yes, but that
don't
doesn't.
get
And I'm not saying that that doesn't matter for you, but
it. Yeah,
for some people, they don't even care. Okay, if
exactly.
they are or not. I'm also a married man, and I don't do anything crazy
Yeah,
because I respect my wife. Okay,
exactly.
you have to respect but that. I mean, that guy. I don't know what the hell he is. Like, I always knew he was weird. Anyways.
Yeah, it's like I said, it's always business. Whether it was many women that I talked to
Yep.
on my chat, I have sat here and only talked about business only and nothing more than that. No need.
Yep. Yep.
I want these women to sit here and show their talents to fans, not sit here and tickle their feet or um whatever.
Oh, we are crazy tonight. Anyways, Uh, I'm just gonna throw this out there. Speaking of upcoming shows, tomorrow night, was it Co Avenue? I don't remember them. Was it 662 Co Avenue, East
After
Haven,
promoting the
Connecticut?
show so long,
Yeah,
662 Co Avenue, East Haven, Connecticut. Bell
yep.
time 7 p.m. In action will be myself, Zachariah Gibbs, Rick Del Santo's favorite, Steven Garcia, um, a few others. Troy Stevens, Lucas
Why?
Chase,
What's the other guy's name? Compass, the
Compass.
Crocodile Dundee. Who else? There's some others. Yeah, but just go down, spend your $20, go catch some good local wrestling. You're gonna enjoy it. I promise. Paradise Alley is a good company. It's a lot of fun, family friendly shows. So go check that out if you live in the area. And yeah, Mike, choosing between the events is hard. I am pretty loyal to one company if they're running. I've chosen Paradise Alley on numerous occasions, no matter what show was in town. It's
Mm.
closer to my home. I have friends and family there, so it's that kind of a thing. I've become very good friends with a lot of people there, so I always choose them usually over anything unless I'm out of town. And I've always missed. The only time I've ever missed shows literally is if I've been sick or if I've been out of town. So
Yeah, absolutely. Um, Support your local indie wrestling companies, whether they big, small. Um, just support them. There's a lot of talent out there that really out there trying to make a difference, whether they want to work for the neighborhood or move on to the next level. I have been fortunate to work with Damian Priest when he was in the old Monster Factory years ago. So there's a lot of people that I've seen that really started to excel in this business and just support your local independent locations of wrestling.
one of the things that Marcel was referring to is that I was supposed to bring up. I went to a show not that long ago, and what's with wrestlers that don't look like wrestlers when they're in the ring? What's with wrestlers that don't wear gear in the ring? Come out there in sweatpants and a t-shirt and wrestle. Tell me, what do you appreciate that, or do you appreciate a wrestler that actually invests in their character and their look? Somebody that looks like a professional wrestler, somebody that doesn't come out there and have a beer belly and just flop around. I know I'm fat and overweight, but whatever. It's not me. I'm not the guy in the ring that people are paying their $15 to $20 to see and trying to put on a good match. You catch
This
my
is
drift?
this is another rant, right? This is a rant
Yeah,
episode.
this is a somewhat of a rant. I've
Oh,
gotten kind of, and then a guy that cannot barely work, but he's getting all the opportunities in the world. Working promotions, people putting titles on him and all that other stuff. He can't, it's like watching, I don't know. It's like watching a kid fresh out of school, but he's been in the ring about 3 years, maybe 4. It's kind of
um,
frustrating, and I'm not trying to insult anybody because I know the kid's one of the nicest kids you'll ever meet. And I'm
I
not
know.
mentioning,
Yeah, I know. I mean,
and I'm talking about several different people here, by the way.
no,
Not just
there's a lot of people throughout the years, Even
Yeah.
myself was one of them. But
And I gotta, in your defense, you actually look like somebody that could be a professional wrestler
I appreciate
when
that
you're out there. When
when
you're
I'm
out there,
out
you're
there.
in your gear. I mean, you could put somebody that, I mean, in, this is gonna sound ridiculous coming from me because look, but invest in your look if you're gonna be a wrestler. Wearing sweatpants or slacks with your name screen printed on them, coming out there with a, just a t-shirt on and shorts, and try to look like a professional wrestler. Seriously, you are your ultimate goal. I mean, you have to say that any wrestler's ultimate goal, and I'm not just saying, when you first got into business, you wanted to be a WWE superstar, I'm guessing, correct?
That's correct. I wanted to be in the wrestling business, to be there. Yeah.
And I'm just throwing that out there, just them as an example, because they're the largest company in the world.
Mhm.
People don't. Yeah, we get it. All right. So, what was I saying? Jesus Christ! It just doesn't make sense that you should invest in your character and invest in your body and invest and start to work hard. I've seen so many people come out there, and I'm just like, Jesus, I cannot believe this guy is on this show again. It's cringeworthy sometimes. And I hate feeling that way and saying that, because some of these people that I've met literally are the nicest people I've ever met in this world. And
Mhm.
it's just, I don't know how far some of these guys will go with that mentality, or with the lack, or not putting in the time or effort.
Um.
I've calmed down a bit, so it wasn't
Yeah,
as
you
much.
have got you have kind
It's
of
been 2 weeks.
my
So
my issue more fresher than yours. Okay. Um. um. It's correct. I think it's about guidance as well.
yeah.
I think certain schools, and I didn't get that treatment until later. Like I said, I wore the shorts and the shirt and all that shit. But when it comes down to brass tacks, you gotta wear gear.
Hmm.
I mean, if you look back at it, and I didn't understand it until somebody had a meeting at one of these shows I did, and it was like, listen, we're making a whole change to go forward. We need everybody in gear. If you want to work here, you need to wear gear. And I understood it.
Yeah.
I was kind of like, okay, well, damn, like, but I understood it. I got it. And ever since then, I made sure I have gear or something, and make your own brand or whatever you need to do. But I think more schools need to do that and let people know, like, listen, have gear, draw something on a pad, draw something on the paper, make up some gear, look the par.
Right.
Also, eat right. If you don't want to eat right, at least do cardio. If you don't want to eat right, or you don't want to lift weights or whatever, do cardio so you not least in a ring blowed up looking like a damn balloon. You know what I'm saying? So that's the only thing I will say, and I agree with you because now you're a customer trying to let everybody know how you feel about their product, and
Mhm.
that's understandable, and I respect that. But like I said, more schools need to teach that because if you look at all the film back in the day, Kevin Owens, a lot of these guys, they all wore gear. John Moxley wore gear.
Yeah.
All these people wore gear before they get to where they need to get to. Yeah, I went into the business saying, "Oh yeah, I could wear this, whatever, this and that." No, they had to wear gear first and pay their dues to get to what they want to wear. So just understand that you gotta wear gear to get to where you're going.
Correct.
That I mean,
Put the work in. You know what I mean? If you're
yeah,
gonna do a running knee into the corner, make it look like you actually hit the guy in the chin.
don't do a pillow one.
Yeah, it's not fluffy. Seriously, just and some of these guys are a little too skinny. Eat a couple cheeseburgers. Seriously, get to the gym. I'm the one to talk, really. Jesus Christ. I sound ridiculous saying this, but it's like when I expect to watch professional wrestling, I don't want to see stuff like that. I want to make sure that these guys look like professional wrestlers. Some of them look like they're literally just getting out of their car and just going into the ring, or waking up, getting out of bed, and going into the ring.
All I
It
gotta
doesn't
say
make
is,
much sense. And don't do a gimmick that has a ceiling on it, okay?
yes,
And I'm not going to mention any in particulars, but there is a gimmick around here that there's a ceiling. It's just there's
a
no
metal
way
ceiling.
there's there's no way the gimmick is going to be able to go further with this gimmick. It's just it could be either a comedy act or a comedy act, really. So and it's just it's not going to make you get to that next level. Invest in gear, like good looking gear or decent looking gear, and really seriously, a gimmick that actually makes sense.
That's true. That's correct. I fully agree. But I
Well, we
also,
went on.
but I also want to speak out about promoters as well. I mean,
Go for it.
you gotta make sure your ring is safe, man. You
Yeah.
have these low rings, fucked up ropes. I know I said I'm gonna stop cursing, but I'm gonna add that fucked up ropes and all these other stuff that y'all got going on just to be cheap to run the show. If you want to run the show, run the show. If you don't got the quality to run the show, don't even run the show. But that's my biggest pet peeve. Just run the show for the safety of your talent and for the safety of your fans. That's it.
Right. That's right. Absolutely, 100%. Marcel, do you have anything else you want to throw out there today?
Yeah, you know what? I do.
Okay.
Let's talk
Let's
about
hear it.
because we didn't get a chance to talk about. We're gonna talk about a brief backlash review.
Okay.
We thought,
I have the results here in front of me, actually. So
nah, we weeks past the results, but I do want your input about a few matches, which was
sure.
the Bad Bunny versus Damian Priest
Match of the night.
match of the night.
Match of the night.
I thought so too. What you thought of the entrance of Bad Bunny?
It was good.
Was it good?
I think he's my favorite celebrity wrestler.
I think it was like one of the top celebrity matches.
Yeah.
What is your
absolutely.
top celebrity matches of all time? By the way,
Drew Carey's appearance in the Royal Rumble.
Jesus.
No, I'm kidding. Snooki? No. I think
Man,
that this
those are the worst.
this has to be honestly, this has to be it. I mean, Bad Bunny has proven time and time again that he actually can work. And he's not only, you know, he is a fan and he actually cares. So he's taking his time and actually learning how to do it properly. And I respect that. Not that Logan Paul is probably the second Logan Paul and Seth Rollins, I'd have to probably say that probably up there as far as celebrity matches as well. If you consider him. Yeah.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, there's been a few good celebrity matches as of late. Mayweather versus Big Show was good as well.
Yeah.
But I enjoyed that. And obviously, Lawrence Taylor, WrestleMania.
I was there for that.
champion.
I was there. Yeah.
Yeah, he was.
Hartford. Yeah.
God bless you. That WrestleMania was terrible. I would never live it down. It was terrible.
Yeah. No, I tell you, I watched it live and then I, there, and then I watched it when I got home. I said, Jesus, this show was worse than I thought it was. So.
I do give it to Lawrence Taylor for putting on the performance that he did for that night. I mean,
oh, dude, he was awesome, dude. He
Yeah.
actually put on a decent, he was able to do what he needed to do.
I mean, it stood the test of time until we got to Mayweather,
Yeah.
we got to Logan Paul, and now Bad Bunny. But that Io Sky versus Bianca Belair match was good too. I enjoyed that one.
Right. Yeah.
It's real good.
Yes, that was very good, I thought. I mean, but those two in the ring, no matter who they're against, I think are putting on pretty damn good matches.
Oh, absolutely. How you think?
Yeah.
How long you think Bianca will keep this title reign going? as they
Beyond,
change all these
it's
title
over a year.
histories.
Wow, it's over a year. So that's amazing in itself,
Mm-hmm.
considering all that she's done and put up with. So I think that it's gonna. I don't know, man. When could they take it off? Will it be 2 years? You think they'll make it 2 years?
Who do you think that really can take it off for on the SmackDown roster? Legit. Exactly. Like who?
At right now, it's like us trying to discuss who's taking the title off Roman. We still
True.
can't. You know, they had to create a third title, or well, I guess it's second title now because they combined the two. But they had to create another title because they don't want to take it off of Roman.
Well, obviously, I think that we're gonna have a Charlotte Flair versus Bianca. For
That's the only person I think down the road
that's the only person.
that makes sense.
Yeah.
At least now, you know.
Yeah. True.
Well,
True.
look at this. Ray says Asuka. I mean,
They've been there
anything-
though.
yeah, but anything is possible. They've been. I mean, what the hell just happened? Okay, there we go. They've been giving Asuka the push again. So,
Yeah.
you know, I mean, they run hot and cold with her. They'll push her and then bring her down to mid card status, then push her. You know, they go back and forth. But I wouldn't be surprised if down the road that they pushed her hard for that title.
True.
You know,
True.
I mean,
Well-
anything's a possibility. I mean, obviously, we know watching WWE, they gave that other lady one that never won the title, whatever her name was, the blonde lady. Crap.
Who? Wait, she on the roster now?
That's a part I don't remember. I'm trying to remember her name. I know somebody's in the chat. Tian Kuban's got to know this one. He always helps us out.
He gonna
Who's
pop
the
up
title?
in a minute.
Yeah. Oh, they beat Ronda. Who was it that beat Ronda for the title? The blonde.
Charlotte. I just said it, Charlotte.
No. It was before that.
Becky? Oh, Liv Morgan?
That one.
What about her?
Now I don't remember my train of thought why we were talking about her, but okay. Like I said, they could do anything. They'll put it on any. You know, they don't necessarily have a formula all the time. Like they could just put it on somebody randomly. You know what I
True.
mean? Like her, that was a random thing. So
Yeah, it was random. She had a Money in the Bank contract. Well,
yeah.
two more questions as in other things. What you thought about Cody and Brock?
You know, at the time of the show, I didn't necessarily care for it, but then I watched it back, and they told a really great story, I think, in the ring. But everything else for that night was just very fast paced, and
Yeah.
it was put together very well. That crowd in Puerto Rico was probably one of the hottest crowds in WWE I've seen in years.
In a while, yeah.
So, but it was really good. I thought the story went really, really well. Brock juiced hard way, apparently.
Hard way.
Yeah. So what's the other question?
One more. What do you think about All Out? I said 60,000 tickets then got sold. Didn't I say that?
You are correct. You are correct. That was your prediction. I don't think what did I say? Did I even give a prediction as far as?
I think you said like 30 to 40,000.
Okay. Either way, if they sold half, they still would have been a success. But that's just the pre-sale tickets, right? Were the 60,000?
Not well.
Or the pre-sale was 40,000.
The pre-sale was 50,000.
Okay.
Then 60,000 for the first day of sales.
Right.
And I think by the time we get to this event, because this event is all the way in August, it has not been announced where it's airing. As we, I said one more question, but as we know that Tony Khan is about to be $1 billion man due to the TV deal that he's supposed to be getting for all the content for AEW. And I'm kind of thinking that the story is true, that All In may air on HBO Max, which now is called Max.
It's very possible. I am a subscriber though, so there we go.
I canceled mine.
Damn. I was watching it last night. It's good.
Was
Too.
it?
It's got everything up there.
It do, but it get boring after a while.
No. Yeah. It does. Definitely does.
You
Definitely
know, I
does.
didn't know they canceled Westworld.
Really? I didn't even know it was still on.
What? Well, damn. Well, I was trying to go on HBO because obviously Westworld was on HBO,
Right.
and they don't have it on HBO Max. Like they took it down. Like that's your
That's
own
really weird.
property.
Yeah. Well, sometimes maybe I don't know. Maybe there's a reason for it. Maybe it got canceled.
Yeah,
Like
but how you cancel past episodes? I can't even watch past episodes.
I have no idea. I have no idea.
We about to have it running.
I don't know. I heard a noise. There are people upstairs. So
Nah,
all right.
yeah, that's mostly it. I just want to
Yeah.
talk about all the ticket sales from AEW and some backlash and other stuff. It was. I'm sorry I missed all that. The review. Obviously, our times is all mixed up, especially mine. But we will be back here again. We'll talk about professional wrestling.
Well, this Sunday's Mother's Day, I realized. So I don't
Yeah.
know if this week is a good week.
Next week.
So yeah, so next week. So but there is episodes coming out. I have enough episodes here to last us. So maybe we could meet up during the week and do another live episode. So I want to appreciate everybody for tuning in. We did have a great number during this hour, and you guys are awesome. And thank you for everybody that was in the chat. Thank you, Fogman, for contributing to the information that we needed. Ray, thank you. Leo Connors from the Ring and Other Sports, thank you. That's a really good show, by the way. You should go watch it on YouTube. I know he's doing another show as well, I believe. And I'm trying to think. TN Coupon is the regular guy, always tuning in, probably our number one fan. So absolutely. I want to say thank you and I just want to say thank you to TN Coupon also for constantly sending us information that we use on this episode, any news snippets and stuff, tagging it to us and stuff like that, stuff that we could use basically. So I want to say thank you. And for everybody tuning in, this was an amazing show. We had fun. Marcel got it out of his system. So make sure you come to Paradise Alley tomorrow night. We will be there 7 p.m. East Haven, Connecticut, 662 Coe Avenue. Sorry, I almost forgot the address. Jesus. So it's going to be a really good show. Go check it out and have a great night, everybody. And check out our social medias. We're on the road to 3,000.
3,000.
We're getting close, folks. Keep going, like, and subscribing. Thank you.
Guess I'm going to push my wife out the way for a hot dog.